Good evening to another Scale Model Ninja, and welcome to my little show. Tonight we'll be carrying on with the HELDRAKE. Around here somewhere. Did put the box down somewhere. Here he is. It's the getting the right way up. The HELDRAKE Chaos Dragon, and we'll be carrying on doing the wings for it. The first of 6, I think there is altogether. So we've got a couple of people in chat. I'd like to say hello to David. Welcome from Sprue and Glue. Also another YouTuber. He has his channel. If you want to pop over and give him a like and a share, you're more than welcome. And we've also got Muse, Scale Model Muse. Hello, Muse. And I'll wave back to you. Here you go. Good evening to you. Well, over there, it'll probably be afternoon, I think, something like that. So tonight, I am still not fully recovered, but I'm still going to do my show. So we'll be carrying on with the HELDRAKE wings, and this one I'm actually still doing it in the gold and gunmetal blue to fit in with the rest of my scale of the Chaos Army that I'll be doing, as I still have another half box set of Chaos Space Marines to build as well yet. I have done a few already, I think 3 or 4. One of them is the Venom Walker, and there's a couple of Obliterators and a Master of Souls. So we'll swap over to the map cam, and you see where we got up to last week. So last week I just started painting wings with the gunmetal blue and gold. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but we will be changing that. It'll all tidy up later on, so we should be able to clean that up and make it look all neat and tidy-ish at a later point. So this week I'll also be bringing out my own little mix, which I use for the metal blade. This is basically any metallic colours that I mix together to give, like, for engines and that, or on the other planes. I mix them all into here, and then any leftover gets thrown into this pot. So when it's all mixed up, you get a nice dirty metal look from it. And this will be where all the spikes will be getting done with. So they should come out a nice, almost like lead belcher, but it's not. So we should have nice dirty metal look. And then what I'll do is I'll dry brush some copper over them to give them almost a rusted effect look. You can't have a Chaos Army without a bit of rust. As you know, we've only got one side of this done at the moment. We've still got the other side to do. Yeah. So it just gives it a nice metally look. And change up, we will be doing the wing joint sections in it as well. Over there. Look like that. You may have noticed I've just left a little piece there, because that will be going in the gold as well. Or I may do it in a slightly different colour. So yep. detail on that one. We've got Colin. Welcome, Colin, from Fester's Workshop. He's another YouTuber. Again, if you want to go and see his channel, Fester's 67 Workshop. Another great channel to go and watch. He does a number of different things, and mostly like for the Sunday brunch. But yeah, the number of other ones where he works also with other members of the community. Okay, that's that item. So, now I need gunmetal blue to see if we can get a bit more of this wing painted in, so we get a bit better idea. Should hopefully take too long to do. Now I can go with a slightly bigger brush than what I normally use. That's mainly because I need a slightly bigger holes in the area. Yep. Oh, what are we all working on at the moment? Anything good? Colin saying hello to David and hello to Muse, who's sending love heart back. I'm glad you liked your little Prezi, Colin. Should give you a bit of an interesting time with the old rigging. As you did mention that you hadn't done a biplane yet, so I thought, well, give you something else to add to your repertoire, as they say. Now, I know I've got quite a few of these wings to do, like 6 of them, so what I might do is do a couple of them with a bit of spare time to help move the build along, because otherwise you'll be watching me paint 6 wings that may take a while. So in the last one I did, I think I spent nearly 4 days just painting up the wings on this one. We've got Muse is getting her dinner going, and then there's Fester's weathering his 432. Nice. And Dave is saying hi to Colin and Muse, and Colin saying he loves it. That's the little plane I sent him. I'm glad you liked it, mate, and you're more than welcome to it. As I said, I've got a couple of them in the stash, but I didn't need that one. I actually bought it by accident. That one. So, yes, you're more than welcome to it. And then, once I get slightly tidied up, I will see if I can find those few spare orcs that I have for you to go on your Baneblade of Goodness and your Valkyrie. So they should hopefully make a nice little diorama, whatever you want to do with it in the end, mate. We've got Panzer Koenig joining us. Good evening. He's saying hi to Vesta and David. Yeah, and David is saying hi to Panzer again. So we have had a slight movement of different cameras around at the moment. If I can get my lovely assistant, Mrs. M, to just go out of zoom and give a bit more wide angle on what I'm doing, would be helpful. Okay. Hey. You got Panzer jumping up and down, frantically waving arms at Muse. Oh, that could be painful, couldn't it, Panzer? And Fester's sending Panzer hugs. Just be careful you don't knock your stash down, Panzer. Jumping around and overly energetic. Wouldn't want you to do yourself a mischief. Okay, so and once I've got this done, what I will be doing, like I did on my other one, is I'll be running a clear coat in these sections here. Right, I just filled them over. And there'll be a clear coat going into it. Just to give it sort of like a semi-shiny effect. A gloss clear coat. But that's not until after I've actually done little bits of highlight that I need to do. Okay, so that's the first half done. In that bit. So now that we've got all them done, we've just got these little spikes to do down this side in a minute. We still have the other side of it to do. So that's it to be done with the gold. But we'll go over this side. Let's finish this little bit off here first. No. In there, like so. Oh, yeah. Should be. Just do a little bit of a touch up where it's needed. Like so. Now we'll just cut the edges of it. That's it. So that's all them. Tied up a bit more. Okay. So those edges back nicely. Let's cut a bit of the blue with the gold. Put that bit there again. Okay. So we've just got these little spikes all that run along here. So without let this little part out again. And just do these little spikes. these little bits done. Should we a little bit? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Move the camera just slightly so it gets a bit better picture. That's better. Okay, so it's done. Going from these sides for random. Oh, all in. So that's that bit done. That side. Now on these wings, there's tiny little chips in it. Just there, the wing edge here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'll go over with aluminium just to make them stand out a little bit more. Just need to turn it a bit. So these will just make them more. Let's see, there's one there. One there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we've got here. Excuse me. Oh. Let's see what we've got in chat at the moment. We've got hi to Panzer, about jumping. I mean, yep, done that bit. Skelmon Muse finally saying hello to Panzer. Then Panzer's going, Colin, Dad wants sharing his cake delivery today. Have words with him tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's about right. He wasn't sharing. Then Skelmon Muse going, careful now. I don't want a mischief. I want cakes. Yeah, that's fair enough. We all wanted cakes, but we didn't get any, did we? And you got David, of course, jumping on saying, someone say cake. Cake might not travel well, lol. Yeah, it probably wouldn't. Yes, Dad has cakes. Well, by now, he's eaten all of them. Yeah, well, he certainly made a good effort into scoffing them down earlier on, I think. To his great pleasure of actually teasing everybody else, I think it was. Yeah. So they're only little tiny chips, but they may not show up so well when you start them. They do add a little detail to it. And what I will be doing is also adding little highlight lines into black things. It looks like veins, hopefully, or almost like lightning streaks. To do this, you will need a very fine tip brush. Otherwise, it can look a bit off. Let's get it there. Another one there. There. That's all that side done. Turn it over, and we'll go in there. Across there. There. I think we've got them all now. No, no, missed that one at the front there. There we go. So what we're going to do now, hopefully if this works, I'm not going to guarantee that it will. Do little lines into it. Make it look as almost as for like little veins, but it's not. It just adds a bit of extra little detail. The good thing about these things, you can paint them whatever you want, however you like. I've written little lines in, which gives a little bit of a highlight. Shapes going on again. And we've got also Graham or Corbett. He's in. Mark Shellen, welcome. He's saying hi to Sprue and Glue. Yes, I have my pink helmet on, lol. Yes, well, I think less said about that the better, I think. For what was said earlier. I think you were getting David overexcited about that pink helmet. Then we've got Mark Shannon saying hi to Graham. Scale Muse going, yeah, helmet. And you got Graham saying hi, Mark. And Graham, oh, Muse, enough said lol. Well, yep. And you got Graham saying, Sprungler saying, Graham, you're not supposed to play with it though. You got Muse saying, hey, ya, John. And she's saying, geez. And you got Graham Walker saying, you git, Sprue. We'll have words, you cheeky git. Fair enough. It's okay, Muse. It's British humour. Yep. Mark Shellen saying, wait, what? Who's playing with things in chat? Nah, not just Britlol. Fair enough, Muse. Mark is an in joke, mate, in a string. Yeah, it was a bit of a laugh and everything we were doing over here. Then we've got John Paul, just ordered the Meng 1/9 scale bike Ninja for 75 bucks from eBay, free shipping. Fair enough. Sounds like a nice kit. I do believe Colin got a Ninja today as well. He's over the moon about. There we go. That's near this one, this side of the first wing done. So I'll just put squiggly lines in everywhere where I feel like it. Just makes it bit of a highlight into the wings, like so. So we've got all the squiggly lines and everything in there. So then what let's do now on this side, we just do the little bits of highlight that I wanted to do again. Is this one. So grab the point here. Point there. That connecting piece there. Okay, well that's that one side done. We do have the other wings there to do, and we've still got both sides on them to do. That will crack on with this one, I think. Let's see what's going on here. Well, if it keeps playing with it, there might be a stream. That make me chuckle. Colin got a kit. All Dad got was cakes. Don't do a buddy build. That's from Banzer. Muse behave long. And of course Muse is trying to act all sweet and innocent. Never. You know what, Spring Muse, it would be banned on YouTube if he did. Probably. You're going straight for detention. It's your time for wasting, says Mark Shelland. Skill more than Muse, one would hope lol. Plastic Monkey's going, hi guys, welcome Plastic Monkey. Graham McCall is saying, yeah, it would spoil. That's right, Monkey, hello to Monkey. And then we've got Graham McCall saying hi to Paul, and John Paul saying hi to Paul. And then of course Muse comes in and say, hiya Paul. So, I'm get back to doing this wing. Actually, yeah. Let's get back over this one and get the gold done on this with it. First coat, and it can be left to dry. Oh, bit of a shake up. Ah, good evening, Ice Queen. Where's me cakes? You keep hiding them. It's not fair. You're not sending out enough cakes to everybody. It's all your fault. You can't have you just giving them to one person, you know. Must have forgotten to put one of my devices on to quiet. And you got everybody saying hello to Ice. Ice is another YouTuber. Ice Queen, she has her own little YouTube channel. Another one to go over and subscribe to. Hey? Hey up, Dad. How's the cheating going? Are you winning yet? And have you eaten all the cakes? I bet you have by now. I can't exactly have seen them lasting very much longer, the way you were munching into them. Hey up, Dad's creeping again. Ah, you gorgeous Sue Ice Queen. Oh dear. He's after more cake. He must have run out already. Hey. Now Sue's getting into the act saying, hi, my gorgeous Mike. Panda going, no sharing of cakes, no dad hugs for you. That's fair enough, I think. David saying, we know you are, Mike. Yes, squirrel. Oh dear, Dad's going, missed you, Sue. Deary me. Once I've got this done, I think I might just start on one of the body pieces. Because I don't think you want to be sat watching me just working on wings. So we'll get one of the body pieces out in a minute. And hopefully we'll be able to see a bit more detail work being done. Hopefully, I should say. I've got this bit done. Let's see. Hi, so Skelmer Museum, for the record, those Rolo flavoured snacks are good. I bet they are. Almost like the ones we can get back here, the Rolo mousses and that. And then we've got Ice Queen saying, hi Panzer, and no, he's still not sharing the cakes as he's eaten them all. Yep, well, we've sort of gathered that he'd eaten them all by now. That's just gluttony. And scaling models going, that's going, get to work, Panda. Of course not, Dave. Panda going, ooh, YouTube have finally sent the reminder for the Ninja stream. Yeah, it sometimes does happen that way. It was mentioned a few times that people aren't getting notifications, not just for my channel, but for everybody's channel. And I think one's just come through on mine. The alert. So yeah, it does happen. I know I've had for when Dad's done his stream, that I haven't had the notification straight away. So it's been a while, and then I've suddenly remembered that he's been on and go a searching. Get this one done. Got the first coat on it. And it was mentioned on the Hangout when I was chatting to another member that one of the reasons why he didn't want to start on Warhammer stuff, because he thought you could only use Warhammer paints, i.e. Citadel. That's not true. You can use whatever paints you want. So, as you noticed, I've been using the Vallejos. I like the metallics of them. Got William Rayburn in. Good evening to you. The record for the late notification is 3 days after I had watched and chatted in a stream. Yeah, but you're Scottish, Panzer. It has to get across the border first. Johnny, good evening. Ice Queen saying, flaming football, just a bunch of girls falling over all the time. I totally agree with you that. 22 overpaid puffs running after a bag of wind. That's my view of football. And you got Johnny saying hello to Sprue. You got Panzer Coney again saying hi to William. Ice Queen saying hi to Johnny. And Johnny saying hi to Pinzer. Okay, so as I said, look, we'll leave them to dry up a bit and I'll probably work on them off stream, because there is 6 of them. So we do have quite a few other bits to do. So that's mostly all the wings and everything there. Put them to one side a minute. And then we'll start on the neck piece, I think. Or is it body? Yeah, we'll start on the neck piece. This way. Just see a bit more. Because otherwise it's going to take yonks to get all these wings done. And it did on the last one anyway. As you noticed, I've not even pulled the instructions out yet, because I generally have an idea of what I'm doing in this one, I think. There we go. So that's the 2 neck pieces. Okay, we'll put it aside again now. Normally I don't put pieces together, but these ones I can. Actually, I think I made that mistake last time. I did, didn't I? Because I couldn't actually get into the pipe area where I wanted. So we'll leave it off, because in here we should have little gaps in the coverings. So I actually bring out the details of all that, so I enjoy it, doing that sort of thing. You got Johnny saying hello twice and sending roses. William Rayburn saying hi to Ice Queen. And Scale Modern Muses waves at anyone she's missed. That's fair enough. Here's my little wavy for you. Here we go. Hello. Okay, so on the neck, let's get one of the bigger brushes out for that. We don't need to worry about this one so much. So, using my hover mix again, just to go around them. So that all the joints all done. So okay, so that's that bit done. And we do the same on this one. William Rayburn saying hey to Muse, and Sprunglu's waves back, and then Dad saying hugs Muse. So I've got all the pipes and everything in there, all the cabling. So what I'm going to do with them, because all these little pipes and everything will be going silver. So quite happily go over all these, like so. Should be all into those little areas. Yeah. We will be dulling that off slightly, but there's also something I'll be doing with them later as well. They all have their own purposes, and that's when I come in with my use the Tamiya clears on them. It's just the fun part is actually following where each pipe travels to. That's the fun part. And then Graham McCormick's off. He's saying catch you all later on the morrow, Vesta, and the cheat if he's on. Yeah, if you do like my channel, please give it a thumbs up. It does help, especially with being new. As I can tell, I'm still working things out. I will get there in the end at some point, no doubt. I'm getting witched at by the backroom woman again. Please go there, shot. I do apologise. All these. It's done. Oh, what pipe he's done. Right. So then sorted on that one. And then we do the same on this one. That done. Tidy up the edges and that lot later. I was doing the bulk bit. You know. Nail polish number 10 thumbs up. Thank you very much, William. Good to chat to you today, Muse. If anybody's got any questions for me, I'm quite willing to answer them if I can. Feel free to put your question in chat and I'll see what I can do to answer it for you. If you have any queries, and if you want to know why I paint things the way I do, I'll try and explain it to you. Whether it's very interesting or not, I haven't got a clue. I'll do my best to answer. There we go. That's all. Pipes all done. Okay. Now, with this one, where I've actually gone round the wings and left a bit of a gap in the middle, so I'm wasting the gold paint, I will be covering the whole of this area with gold, because it does just been a bit easier to do, and then we'll go over and do the infill. I have a question from Panzer Koenig. Why did Dad eat all those cakes without sharing? Because he wanted to be a pig. Simple as that, really, I think. And he needed the extra energy for his cheating. And William's saying because he's greedy and doesn't like us. So these ones we just go over the first coat of gold. It'll be a bit washy for the first one. It does make Dad's going, because I'm a big fat pig. Yeah. And then Ice Queen's going, Panzer, because he's a piggy wiggy lol. And Johnny going, stingy git. William Raven's going, lol, with lots of smiley laughing faces. Yep, well that's an undeniable fact, I think. On that one. Dad likes his cakes, and he doesn't like to share. This piece of it. Yep, there we go. Oh, missed it. Silver there, that one. Well, Missy's giving me grief for getting my head in the picture, which is understandable in a way, because I've got it all peeling skin where I got sunburnt from working last week. So it's peeling a little bit. And the wife thinks it's horrible. She says it's really horrible. But there we go. Can't please everybody. Okay, that's the first coat on that lip. Now we just need a smaller brush so we can go around these bottom edges. Like so. These little bits. I think we might have to move that camera just slightly next time. Make sure it doesn't get in there. Yeah, it doesn't always get in the way. Skelmer, Sue makes lovely cakes, and I'm happy to say I consume the lot. Yep, that doesn't surprise us, Dad. Skelmer Muse is going, cake hog. And Dad's just saying, it had to be done. Johnny, lol, I ate the last piece of pie, and now I'm on in the doghouse. Oh dear, Johnny. Whereas I don't blame you, Dad. I would have eaten them all too. Skelmer just, I would have eaten them all too. I think everybody would have eaten cake. That's one thing you can always eat. Nobody ever not eats cake. It would be rude not to eat the cakes. Mrs. M's muttering in the background saying it's been a while since she's made any cakes. Yes, I know it has. You get your butt in the kitchen and make some bleeding cakes, woman. And you got Sprue and Go. If you was all close by, I would have shared them out. Yeah. That one... well... Can't totally believe that, David. And that's because Arky would have probably scoffed a lot of them himself. There you got Panzer saying, one day, Dad, I will be on the receiving end of a cake delivery. And you just know what my revenge will be. Yeah, I think we all live in hope, don't we, Panzer? On that one. Okay, so that's the gold bit ready there. So we'll just go on this one now. Do around these little edges here quickly. Lump. A bit here. Yeah. Yeah, Germans frown on not asking first. Yeah, well, they didn't exactly ask to get knocked out of the football match, did they? But they did. What a shame, eh? Gosh, you know it to be true. Yeah, I suppose so. You would share, I suppose. As I have been to visit David in the past. But his partner did keep the good cakes hidden. We got the shop ones, I think, at that time. Oh, good luck with that, Ross. Yeah, I think Arky hid all the good cakes. He wouldn't bring them out. There we go, that's the first coat on. What's this panda cake? They never asked Poland if they could have invaded. And as for the poolside chairs, yep, and the towels. Wow. I mean, it was I know my eldest enjoyed watching the game, and then the wife got a bit entrapped with it. Which skill review saying which gold is that? This is Retributor armor that I'm using. It's quite a nice one. So it does a nice job. But again, it just takes a bit to cover on the black. But other than that, it does a nice job. Oops, I did miss all the other side of that as well. Oh, dear me. What am I like? We missed a bit. That done there. Let's go along there a bit, like so. There are the backs. So that should be a nice even coat of gold over the pieces that are going to stand out. Just give that a couple more minutes. And actually got little spikes that come down on all these little bits here. So we'll be using my little mix again. I'll just go over those edges. So there we go. Still getting used to where that camera is at the moment. I do apologise if I go out of shot very so often. There we go. Looks like Retributor. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Retributor armor. Yep. There we go. Retributor armor. It doesn't help when you got a certain woman playing around with a camera angle behind me. Can't get the backroom staff nowadays. Actually, having fun with the zoom and everything. Let's just do this little bit here again. Have that bit done. Like so. Okay. Now, with this one, we will be using the Tamiya clear red and everything. So we've got 4 different colours there. I do, oh pardon me, do have a orange one, which I'll be needing as well. There we go. So now where there's every so often there should be little breaks in the line like here. So what I'm going to do is fill these in. We've got left in there like so. This can be a bit labour intensive, this one, doing it this way, but if you want something to look a bit different, and this is how I get the effect I want. So that one goes there. Okay, we'll go you on that one as well, I think. Give you a bit of orange, like so. Now when I first did this on my first model, I actually missed a number of these little bits. So I've had to go back and go over them. Dad's asking if Panda's in work. He said, no, I'm off till Friday. So yeah, part-time it today then, Panda, this week. You there. Excellent. There. Like so. So there you go, like that. Now, get that one away from it. So now I want the yellow. Yellow one. And then we go over yellow. We'll put yellow in. So this one, I think. Yeah. So that's come up nicely. Hopefully you can all still see the picture. So my wife's fiddling around with something in the background. So hopefully you can still see the picture of what I'm doing. Just making up lots of different excuses in the background. I always work part-time. Yep, not wrong with that, Pansy, if you can get away with it. What did you have for your tea then, Panzer? As Dad's asking. And then Johnny's going, what made it worse? I asked if it had your name on it. Must have missed part of that one. Anyway. Panda Conan's going, well, Dad, I was hoping for cake, but in the absence of the aforementioned item, and after sleeping off this morning's breakfast to die for, I have just had a snack of peanut butter sarnies. Fair enough. Exactly what Dad said. Scale review saying bigger screen, much better. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's that bit. So, what I'm going to do now, show you what I. Oh, there's actually one there. I've missed the yellow. There's always one bit I end up missing. It's hidden underneath. Just there. So, there we go. And there's that side there as well. And we'll get this bit done in a minute. There we go. I think that's got it all now. There we go. I think that's there. I think a bit there as well. You. There we go. Just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing with this. I like to bring in different bit because oh, that's the one I want, the green. So what I'm going to do with these now is I'm going to just go over that with around it, like so. Each pipe, and then each pipe will have a different colour, and it should hopefully just reveal. I'll go around the edges, leave that bits of piping showing of where I put the inlay colour. That should fill around the rest of it, like so. That just shows up green. So this is where it takes a bit of time doing this type of thing, but it does look good when it's all done. I've actually missed another bit there of the yellow. We'll sort that out in a while. So you do occasionally miss bits, but you can go back and catch them up. Good. A bit yellow underneath there as well. Just that goes on there. That one as well. I just like the way it looks when it's all done. I think it took me probably about 4 or 5 hours the last time I did it this way, but the effect is quite good when you get it all sorted. It does look quite good. Green. Dried. Wet that again. Oh, let's see. How's it going? This morning on the way home, I stopped at a local travel nosh house. I had a very tasty breakfast. No cake for you then, said Dad. What was in your breakfast? Sue's asking. Was it good old-fashioned fry-up, Panzer? And Panzer's going, 3 rashers of bacon, 2 eggs, 3 pork sausages, 2 loin sausages, sausage slices, 2 black puddings, tatty scones, fried mushrooms, beans, and covered with HP brown sauce with the extra bacon. Fine alfresco dining. Well, the wife saying it was all good until you hit the HP sauce. Well, I'd probably agree with that, except for the beans, which I wouldn't eat myself either. And then Scary Model Dad saying, what? Ice Queen saying, wow, it would take me a week to eat all that. It'd probably take Dad about 5 seconds if he got started noshing onto it. Okay. Just go back at that bit there. Go around. So there we go on that bit. Get in there. Okay. that one done for a minute. And some blue. The reason why I'm leaving a little bit of a gap at the moment between each one that I'm doing, these clear colours do tend to have a habit of running into each other. If not, just given a bit of time, and they do tend to take a while to dry. So I'll just go around one every so often like this. I'll go over one of them and then move to the next one. Okay. My old tummy's grumbling. Just remember to get something to eat before I go to bed. That's all Panzer's fault for mentioning what he had for breakfast. Making my poor little tummy rumble. This just takes a bit of time doing this bit, but as I said, it is worthwhile in the long run because it does make it look quite good. And you basically alternate between colours, between the pipe lines and everything. It just makes it look more interesting as far as I'm concerned. So you can get sort of like a little idea of the colours coming along on it. So yeah. Okay, so do that for a minute. Get the red. It's tight. The red one. Go on that way. Try still a minute. There. So that's all. Come up so it's like that. And see all bits of pipe through it showing through. Yeah, so. Okay. So it's slowly coming up, so you can see the different marks and everything on it. The good thing about it is you've got to try and remember that the other side, you've literally got to mirror it, so you've got to keep an idea of what you're doing, because when you put them both together, they're near enough, the pipe work near enough mirrors, so it just gives you a better idea of what it goes like. So it sort of fits in together like that. Let's see what's got any going on in chat then. It's good on a burger or a steak, but I prefer to taste my food when it comes to bacon and others. I agree with you on that, Mose. I don't like any ketchup on my bacon. After all the meat and the stuff, I wouldn't have room for the beans anyway. Well, beans are horrible anyway. And I'd not eat for 2 days. Well, after that lot, no, I probably wouldn't. Candygram for Mongo's in. Good evening. Hi everyone, I found a bottle of HP sauce locally, and I'm planning on a bacon sandwich and shepherd's pie to try it with. What else should I use it on? The bin. Sadly, yeah. If you're having a bacon sandwich, you do not put any sauce on it. You eat it as it is. And the bacon's got to be squeaky pink, so it's still squeaking at you as you eat it. That's the best way to eat it. It's got plenty of flavour. And you got Panzerkoenig saying, funny enough, I've not been peckish all day. I wonder why. But I could manage 1 or 2 of Dad's cakes. Well, you basically shit out a lot there, mate, because he scoffed them all. Then you got Panzerkoenig saying, hi, Candy. Test it and see what appeals to you, Candy. Well, basically that's all you can do. It goes well with burgers. No, you want barbecue sauce on burgers. And cheese. Then you got Ice Cream saying hello to Candy. I think they're all going on about HP not being for certain meats. Yeah, it should be on any. It's a Philistine's piece of stuff. Ugh. Honestly. Ignore the Philistine, Candy. I'm not a Philistine. I just don't like good meat being destroyed by E numbers and everything else. You should only eat bacon as it is. I don't know. Trying to encourage people to ruin good bacon. Okay. After a quick slurp. Okay, so you're basically getting the idea of what I'm doing with the pipes now. So what we can do is we can change it up where we can use the yellow as the main colour, and then we can use a red as an insert, and go see how it turns out from there. So use a red as an insert. Let's do it on this one, I think. If I keep going off camera, I do apologise. This is where I'm just trying to get comfortable. There we go. Put you into there. And I do apologise. Yeah. And you into there. Like so. We'll put you in there like that. And we'll get you red as well, I think. Yep. Use red. You. There we go. And that's one thing when you're using Tamiya clears. If you do find they go on a bit too washy, you have to wait for them to fully set before you can actually go over them again. Because it will be a lacquer paint, it will pull the previous coat off if it's not fully set. You'll pull the other coats off. and then it just looked patchy and horrible. Oops. Even sorry with that. Cool. Nearly 11:30 already. Blimey, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, do that one in red completely. Oh well. Bye, William. Hope you enjoyed the show. So you're having spaghetti for dinner. Nice one. Make sure you keep the HP sauce well away from it. It's just sacrilege, that is. HP sauce on bacon. Should be hung, drawn, and quartered for that. See. Okay. So there we go. Let them dry off a bit. We'll do some of the blue on plate armour. You get a better idea. There we go. So. Hmm? Sounds like the wife's having a wibble behind me. What you wibbling about, Mrs. M? The wife needs a pee, so I've just been informed. If she didn't want me to tell the world, she wouldn't have said it to me. Simplest way I put it. Well, okay, Ice, see you later. You take care. I'm off, guys. Work in the morning. Take care, all. Well, take care, Ice. I don't think I'll be on much longer. They normally go for about an hour and a half. I'll just get this side done quickly. And then you can sort of have an idea of what it's gonna look like. Again, we will be doing the silver marks into it as well, I think. I did like the look of them. You have to excuse me for sniffing all the time at the moment, but I seem to have got just sniffles at the moment, and they're not going away for some reason. And it's starting to get to my chest just a little bit. So, here we go. A couple more to do on this bit. On this side. Yeah. I think you going for a pee scared her off. That's Mrs. M, by the way. The only thing about doing these like larger projects, they do take a bit of time, and it does, I suppose, look a bit boring when you've got nobody else to talk to in a way, so I do apologise. I know with the Age of Sigma Steelheart Champions that I do on a Saturday, they can be done a lot quicker. There's not exactly as much to do on it, but I decided to do this one. So when I decided to do one of my other builds, I have an aircraft, so to speak, I can then sort of like roughly work out how I'm going to lay it out, if you know what I mean, for the show. So I can then work out what I need to do, little bits extra here and there to help it along. But stuff that can be done without making it sort of like miss parts from the actual build on the show. So like with the wings, I can show how to do like the first couple, or the first one of each side, and then the other sides I'll probably do offline, and then you can catch up that way a little bit, I suppose. Okay, so that'll give you a general idea of what we're aiming for. You in there, and you in there, you in there. So hopefully we can get a general idea of looking like that, so we get all the nice metallic colours and the clear coats that bring it out with the silver underlay. And then when it's all done, I'll probably go over with a little bit of the Newland oil to dull it down just a little bit to make it look a bit darker. May mix in a bit of Reikland flesh shade to go onto the red, make it look a bit rusty effect. So it should sort of blend it down a little bit, so it's not as actually bright and in your face. But I don't want to lose those sort of colours. But if I use like too much of the Reikland flesh shade, it can dull down the gold a bit too much for my liking. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll change over back up to me face cam. There we go. Ooh. And yeah, well, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. If so, please put a thumbs up, be much appreciated. And say night to Plastic Monkey. Johnny saying I'm having something cold for dinner, as it was 112 degrees Fahrenheit in the shop today. Stay safe, everybody. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to have a nice little snack, cold snack for that one. That's one thing I can't do, is eat lots of hot food on a hot day. So yeah, good idea there, mate. Kenny Graham from Mungo saying take care to Ice Queen. Panzer Night Ice Queen. And Johnny saying take care Ice. And Skullmore Music saying night Sue. Well, I will say good night to you all, and then hopefully we'll be moving the wings on a bit more by me doing a little bits here and there on them, just to help it along a little bit. And I hope you don't mind. But other people, like, we've got Festa. If you don't like his channel, he's go for Festa's Workshop. Go over, subscribe. Same to Ice Queen, she's got her own channel. Go over and subscribe to them. Give them a like. And I hope you enjoy the show. And I will say good night for now. Nighty night.